Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Watch it now, Barney!
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete to QT. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw here. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
Here we go. Now let's go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Detroit,
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Gone! Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Curtis. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Curtis. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. Now a loose loose football. The ball comes out, but I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. Mixon with a first down carry. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. On play action, they'll throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And his kick here is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
On first down, Townsend. Now he's flushed out left. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first and 10, Townsend, room to run inside the 40. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot.
Throwing on first down, Townsend. And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Chargers in good field position to start out. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Gone!
On first down, Townsend. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis.
Detroit!
On first and 10, Townsend going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Detroit!
Back to the air on second down. Townsend, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On third down, Townsend. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. In for the score. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Jamal Agnew now to return it. Get a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 319. 319.
Mike 42, check. Mike 42.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Ready?
Hot. Hot.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Gone. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
319. 319. Detroit.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Gone. All right, here we go. 319. 319.
He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on 1st down. Townsend. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Townsend. Over the middle to Beckham. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Detroit! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Townsend. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here we go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Over the middle, complete. It's Curtis. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
All right, now, lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. As the first half is winding down, and the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is good. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. To return, here's Agnew. Shedding through the defense. And out now, here come the Bengals. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
Off the play fake. Townsend. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Townsend. And this is going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense. And let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Leopard!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Back there in Philly. Here we go.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Gun! Hurry up, here we go.
He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Here we go now. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Here we go. Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Townsend. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Detroit!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Looking to throw. Townsend. Buying time to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Gone! Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Back to throw. Townsend. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Townsend forced out to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Gone! Detroit!
From the gun on 3rd down, Townsend. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Desmond King picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he gets it down to the 32. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Throwing on 1st down. Townsend. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Curtis. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially his 2nd interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
23 yards on the play. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
They'll drop the throw. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Townsend. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Townsend. And it's complete. Henry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Townsend. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. To return, here's Agnew. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Back to throw. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Patriot! Patriot! Gun!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. To Mixon on the check down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Set! Green, 39! Green!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Now they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 10. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.